Hello there. Welcome to your first homework for Microsoft Word. I'm going to walk you through what I need you to do. It's really simple, guys. In front of me here, I have a copy of the homework instructions. All I need you to do is to open a blank Microsoft Word document, watch this video, follow the instructions in the video, do the same thing that I'm doing, okay? And then save a copy of your document. That is what you'll be working on in your ICT homework folder, and upload a copy to me. Really simple. So number one, all I want you to do is open Microsoft Word. You first click on Start. You go to All Programs, scroll down till you come to Microsoft Office. Click Microsoft Office and select Microsoft Word. That should open Microsoft Word in a minute. And then I'm going to take you through what I need you to do. Okay, so here we are. We've got Microsoft Word open. I'm going to just bring it up. This is Microsoft Word. In case you don't know what it is, it's simply, bear with me 1 second. I just need to get rid of this. This is Microsoft Word. As I was saying, it's simply word processing software. Word processing is simply, again, it has to do with writing letters, writing text, and making it look good. That's word processing. To start with, I'm going to take you through a few things. But before we start, we need to type something in that we're going to work with. So I'm going to take an excerpt from the Harry Potter book. And it says, "The villagers of Little Hangleton." Give me 1 second. I'll start again. "The villagers of Little Hangleton still called it the Riddle House." Okay, comma. "Even though it had been many years since the Riddle family had lived there." Now, if you've read Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, you will know about this passage. This is what we're going to use to write, okay? Number one, I'm going to talk about font. A font is simply a writing style. If I select what I've typed here, okay, really simple, this is the different font styles, okay? These are all different font styles. To select the font style, you simply click on the down arrow by the fonts, and you can select the font style that you want. For instance, if I choose the font style, let's choose something. Let's choose Hebrew, Adobe Hebrew, and type in the Quick Brown Fox. As you can see, that is a different font. I can choose a different font size. This is the button you use for font size. Okay, if I click it and I type in Fox, watch how it looks. That's size 11. If I click it again and I choose size 20 and I type in Fox, you see that the font gets bigger. Okay, so that is how you change a font and change the font size. Next thing I want to talk about is bold. This B button here is to make something bold. If I type in again the Quick, you will realize that the writing is blacker, it's deeper. That is bold. You get that by clicking this button. Next thing I want to talk about is italics. This is it right here, this button here. If you click italics, I'm going to click it, and I type in again the Quick Fox, you can see that the font is slightly different. It's slightly curved, and that is what we call italics. That is how you get italics right there. The next one I want to talk about is the underline button. Once again, I'll go underneath and I'll type in the Quick Fox. Okay, and if I choose the U button, which is the underline button, and I type in jumped over the lazy dog, you can see there that it's underlined. Okay, so that is pretty much how you change the font styles and how you make them bigger and how you make them smaller. So please remember, this B here is the bold button to make it bold. I here is the italics button to change it to italics. U, if you click it, it makes it underlined. The next thing I want to talk about is the font color. Guys, the font color is always black. You can change it to a different color that you want. I'm going to go here. If you watch where my mouse cursor is, it says font color. Click on the drop down arrow and you can choose, let's say, red. Now if I type the Quick Fox, you realize that it's in red. If you want to choose another color, you can. Please feel free to. Next thing I want to talk about is how to number, okay, to set numbers in a document. Really simple. If I type something in, or actually to change it, see this button here, right there, numbering. That is what you click to add a number. So if I click this, I'll get the number 1, the Quick. Again, if I click enter, I have number 2. You see that the numbering button is still yellow, meaning it's selected. So Brown Fox, that's number 2. If I go back to the numbering button and I click it, the numbering will stop. If I click it, it starts again. So please pay attention to that. So to remove this numbering, all I do is move my mouse cursor, go up, click the numbering button, and the numbering stops. The next thing I want to talk about is the bullet points. Similar to the numbering, but you use bullet points. This is where the bullet points are. If I click it, I get a bullet point right there, a little dot. Once again, I'll just type in the Quick. Okay. If I press enter, I have another bullet point, Brown Fox. Okay. I'm using bullet points. That is what I'm doing. And as you can see here, it's still yellow, meaning the bullet points are still selected. If I move on and I click the yellow button, that's it. The bullet points disappear. Next thing I want to talk about is what we call alignment. Guys, pay attention to this. If I click this button, all the text will be on the left side. It will start from the left. For instance, I'll show you. I'm going to click this here, the first one I typed, the Quick. If I click on the right align button, it moves it to the right. Can you see what just happened? If I click on the left align button, it moves it to the left. If I click on the center button, it moves it to the center. So if you're typing and you want to write a title, okay, for instance, I'm going to go here. Once we have bullet points, I want to remove the bullet points. All I do is click on the bullet points to remove it. I will click on the center button. See what happens? The cursor is now in the center and I can type in my homework. So if you're doing your work and you want to have a header, a title, this is what you could use. Okay, so remember, this is to send the text right. This is to send it to the middle. This is to send it to the left. So that is what it is. Next thing I want to talk about is the fill tool. Okay, the fill tool simply changes the color and fills it with a particular color. I'm going to show you. If I click on the fill tool and I select a blue color, that whole line is filled with blue. If I select this line here, I choose the fill tool and I select a green color, that whole line is filled with green. That is pretty much what the fill tool is used for. Okay, I want to show you again something else. This button here is called text effects. Now let me show you this. If I click by this particular text and I click the text effects button, I can choose different effects. If I choose this one and let's say I start typing something in, you realize, okay, that my text has certain effects on it. I'm going to move on and show you what I mean. I'm going to click here, this line here. I'll choose the text effects. These are different alphabets I could choose from, different styles. I can choose an outline. I can choose it for it to have a shadow. Okay, as you can see here, I can choose for it to have a reflection. I can choose for it to glow. I'm going to choose a glow effect, and I will choose a sort of a purpley effect, and I will type in the Quick Fox. Now, as you can see, it's glowing. It's a special effect. That is how that works. The next thing I want to talk about is the next tab, which is under Insert. I want you all to click on Insert. Now, on the Insert tab, the main things I want to focus on is the Picture button. If you click on Picture, you can choose a simple picture. I'll just choose one, the simple icon here, and as you can see, I've inserted it right there. Okay, that is how you put a picture in your work. You simply go to Insert, go to Picture, find your picture, click it, insert, and your picture will be inserted. I also want to show you how to search for clip art. Clip art is simply little cartoony images that are hidden in Microsoft Word. To find some clip art in Microsoft Word, simply click on Insert, choose Clip Art, go to the search button here, and let's search for something. Let's say phone, and see what comes up. Go, and there you can see some little cartoony images come up. If you select an image, if you wait, it's still searching. If you select an image like this man here holding a phone, and I double click it, what will happen is the image will automatically be added to Microsoft Word, and that's what happened there. Okay, so I want you to also try that. Now, all I want you to do is simply, okay, just save what you've done. So your document must look exactly like mine. Save it. Go to the Moodle website. I'll show you where. Simply go and upload a copy of this work to me. Now please go and do it.